Hey guys, and welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. My name is Green Zero, and we are here on Tiberian Rift again to do another 1v1 here. This one's on the replay system. Judging by the players and the name, I'm expecting big things on the right-hand side, playing as the orange GDI faction. It is going to be RustyTiger, aka Dune Tiger, Dune Pooms. He's going to be vanilla GDI, and he's going to be rolling out with his engineer on the other side. We have DVMIR, the Russian himself. DVMIR, get off the channel, give someone else a chance, buddy, or at least win a game. He's going to be playing as the Steel Talon, so it is a random mirror, by the way, so neither side is aware of the other. We can see DVMIR lining up. Oh, he's using the formation move there, like I like to do. So he's using the formation move. Dune Tiger only has 2 squads, but he has cut across the blue tib field. Yeah, look at that. DVMIR just pulling back momentarily, but doesn't realize that Dune Tiger, in fact, only has 2 squads there. Will dig a foxhole that will secure himself. Now DVMIR's going to dig one, but he's on his side of the map. He might have wanted to move forward maybe a little bit there. He's going to dig a foxhole nonetheless, make sure that area remains scouted. Dune Tiger going to head to the north here in a GDI mirror. If you're going to be rushed, it usually involves airfields, so both sides going to be on the lookout for that, but it looks like DVMIR does not have any plans. He's actually got a Titan coming out, so maybe he's going to do some type of push here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, I was going to say an MRT, but this is building way too slowly. Whatever it was just put on hold. Not sure what he's up to. He's actually really trying hard to counter scout Dune Tiger, and he will stop the scout here. So alarm bells must be ringing for Dune Tiger now, that something may be amiss. It's just a single Titan though. I'm not sure what he plans to do with this. Again, a rifle MRT would have been a good add-on because it would have given it a bit of longevity. Is going to scout now. Dune Tiger, before going for his 4th harvester, he has gone for a pit bull, so you can see he has spooked Dune Tiger a little bit here. But I mean, if you've lost your rifle scouts, going for a pit bull after 3 harvesters probably isn't going to cut it enough. The Titan is moving down to the south, so Dune Tiger will miss that. And when Dune Tiger gets to DVMIR's base, he's going to find there is still only 2 harvesters here. That doesn't seem right. Did he spend money on something else that we're not aware of? Because he should really have more than 2 harvesters. I mean, Dune Tiger is up. No, Dune Tiger actually went for more pit bulls. There you go. So he knows he's against Steel Talon, so he knows he can. I mean, he knows there's going to be. He could force a Titan now. He sees 3 harvesters, so he must know there's something up. But he's going to come to the expansion, and he's going to find nothing. So he's probably still scratching his head. What has DVMIR got out on the field? Maybe he just over scouted. Not 100% sure. He's going to build a racks and some rocket squads instead of going for the Titan, because obviously wants to use his war factory to produce harvesters. Even going to garrison his harvesters there, so he's going to trick Dune Tiger. Dune Tiger's going to think there is nothing there, but unfortunately there is. There's a Titan coming in. Does it have hold fire stance? It is on hold fire, but he sees it. He puts the turret down. I'm not sure why the turret was put down here, over there. He's just going to move out of the way. And this is the problem. Even though he's not killing harvesters, look, he's forcing 4 harvesters off the line, and now he's going to camp the war factory. If this is a predator tank, he could very easily just crush. Oh my god, Dune Tiger, he just lost his tank straight away. He's going to camp the war factory. DVMIR too good here. Nothing else coming out of the war factory now. I think he realizes he needs to put down a barracks, but again, he's got no money. He's not producing anything. He's not got. He's going to lose another harvest. Oh my god, he's had all 4 harvesters off the line. 1 gets crushed. Not this. Oh my god, Dune Tiger, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dune Tiger? He has to pull his pit bulls back now. Without an MRT, there's nowhere to repair the Titan. But he is getting back to refining now. But he's just really just buying his time with this. Can he get 1 more kill? No, he will not get 1 more kill. That harvest is pretty badly damaged there. And oh, look at this. He does have a harvester coming back from the blue Tiberian field, so that will help him recover. But even though, I mean, he killed a harvester, which makes it worth its while already, but he forced those harvesters off the line for such a long time. A 3rd power plant comes down. He did actually have another ref down here, so Dune Tiger not doing too bad. No rocket squads garrisoned in there, but there's a 2nd war factory down now. DVMIR does have 6 harvesters on his main. There you go, 6 harvesters. So he's got just as many harvesters as Dune Tiger now. Dune Tiger heading back to the blue tib. No, decides he's not going to do that. There's not enough there to warrant. If you go to the blue tib field this early, you kind of need the whole thing to be full. Does that harvest it? And no garrison there. The rocket squads will chew up a few of the pit bulls that were moving through. The pit bulls were mainly there, I believe, just for scouting purposes. The rest are back here. So exciting times at the start of this game. Both sides there. I mean, that Titan open, he got across the map without being seen, but he did get spotted as he approached the harvesters. It could have been very, very bad if he was able to get a crush off straight away. But Dune Tiger, unfortunately, even though reacting to it, still lost a harvester there, so he's not going to be impressed. Lost a predator tank as well, and a lot of lost mining time. So Pred's now coming out here. We'll see what DVMIR's going to do. Yeah, double ref up here. He's only interested in economy right now. I think DVMIR's going to be going to feel the same way. We'll lose a rocket squad, unfortunately. No, he's going to go for a tier 2 AP ammo on the way. Not sure what he's planning to do with that. Maybe going for an airfield, maybe going for fast railguns, although he is continuing to produce Titans. Now, railguns in a GDI matchup is really important. If both sides decide to play armor on the ground, then you kind of need railguns. Because if the other guy gets it and you don't have it, then you're in deep trouble. This Titan will go to the blue Tiberian field, just making sure DVMIR isn't going to be sneaking any of that. Few tanks are going to respond, but it's actually heading to the north now. Some infantry squads up here as well. DVMIR obviously getting access to the composite armor upgrade at some point in time if he decides to go for that on this Titan here. He's going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place, so unfortunately he will be destroyed, so he's not going to be able to get away from his infantry. There we go, going down. Beacon is placed by DVMIR, who built a third refinery. I'm not sure if he intended to do that, if that was a mistake. He does have composite armor. You don't usually build 3 refineries on a field of this size, but he's going to do that nonetheless. Another Titan up here. DVMIR is just sending these Titans all over the place. Do we have anything down? Oh my god, look at that. I didn't even see that on the radar, and I was just like, I bet you anything there's one down there. He's just setting Titans everywhere, and DVMIR doesn't realize he's obviously distracted by something. This Titan is actually starting to chew up these pit bulls, which are now being destroyed. He has AP ammo Wolverines here as well to help counter this small imp push, which is coming. Does have composite armor. AP ammo will be very nice indeed. A few Predator tanks over here. We got, one Predator tank gets crushed by that Titan. Did another one make it through? Yes, it did make it through, but DVMIR is not paying attention. He's just moving straight through. It's on hold fire stance. It's not even firing back now. And I think he's realized it. Yeah, no, it's still on hold fire stance, so not able to do anything with that Titan, but it almost got there. Meanwhile, the infantry swarm will be completely destroyed there. They take a Wolverine, maybe 2 down with them, but look at the gunfire on those guys there. They will fall. They get another one, actually. Yeah, quite a bit of resistance. There must have been a lot more rocket squads there than I thought there were. Not many here, though. These guys will be focused down pretty quickly, only able to get a single volley off, and DVMIR will suss that out quite quickly. We do see the construction yard over here for the third base. Airfield coming down for Doompoom, so he's not going to go for the third base just yet. We have Orca Strike coming in. That's going to give away the fact that he's going for those. The Wolverines are here. If they can focus fire, they might be able to kill a few of these Preds, and they will focus fire on that one. They will get the rear armor. Unfortunately, there's more Predator tanks coming. These Wolverines, their time is numbered right now. Battle marker up here. He has got a Titan, and he will get a crush off. Veteran Titan. This is the one that destroyed those pit bulls. He's not putting it on. He's not taking off hold fire stance though, which he kind of needs to do because he could be shooting. He's just moving it around without it firing. He's just going to move across the face here. There is another battle happening over here. There's a mammoth tank with railguns is done for DVMIR. Another mammoth tank is coming down to help. Rocket squads are inside some of these guys here, so they will be able to resist for a little while. A lot of harvesters backing up here. He spots the hammerheads, triple airfield hammerheads there. He may need tungsten shell for that. He's not upgrading it. He does have adaptive armor though. Another mammoth comes out. He does lose a harvester, but that's all he's going to lose because these mammoth tanks fully upgraded against unupgraded. Oh no, he's got some bugged harvesters there doing the funky chicken dance. This one is not bugged, but he needs to get that sorted out because it's slowing him down. Actually has double ref. Does he have a crane? He seems to be building this pretty quickly. Slingshot's coming out, so he's 100% aware that these hammerheads are coming now. So 2 slingshots are out. They are just rushing across, and they're going to go straight for the comm center because if the comm center goes down, that means he cannot produce any more AA weaponry. But unfortunately, he's got a turret down here. 1 slingshot is down. He's already got about 2 more of them out somewhere. He's going to head up here, and he should be able to destroy this base, but that's not going to be a huge loss for him considering these hammerheads were very expensive and time consuming to produce. He did fix up his bugged harvester's beacon there as well just to identify that they were in fact bugged. He is going for, what do you call it, tungsten shell as well. That's almost certainly tungsten shell. It could only be pitbull mortar is the only other option. Steel Talon's getting a lot of upgrades there, but once the tungsten shell is down, yeah, it is too, and those slingshots now are going to be impossible to try to engage against here. There's actually a lot of hammerheads all overlapping there. Look at the overlap there. You want to split those pretty quickly, yeah, because he's going to come down here now. Might need some repairs. I'm not sure why he built pitbulls. Maybe until he put the comm center down, he was just pumping out some pitbulls. No, he's still producing pitbulls. It's really weird. I don't think he's really going to be able to handle that many. He's going to need a lot of pitbulls to destroy that many hammerheads now. And double ref down. So with this here, this has slowed DVMIR down to the point where DVMIR's been able to expand relatively uncontested. But of course, DVMIR has this expansion down here that he's had for quite some time as well, and he's cleaned up a little bit of the Tiberium. So this game is going to go off into the very late game, I think, both sides slowing each other down. He does still have access to these. Where are the rest of the mammoth tanks? It's only got 2 at the moment. He may have had to stop building those for the purpose of the slingshot. But if all he needs to do is just build mammoth tanks and slingshots, well, I mean, he's already got 3 slingshots. He probably doesn't even need to build any more slingshots, because the amount of hammerheads he has, he could wipe the floor. There's only what, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's only 11 hammerheads. 3 tungsten slings will shred them. We can see, yeah, look at this. Pitbulls went in and they just got destroyed by the infantry squads there. So unfortunately for DVMIR, you're not able to do much against that. He is continuing to produce. He's producing Wolverines now. So this is kind of okay. I mean, he is building, DVMIR is building rocket squads. So we can see that DVMIR doesn't even have a war factory. He's going to be pretty vulnerable if he goes for the vehicle fight. He's so far behind in the vehicle fight that he can't really do anything about that. I mean, he could go, even if he went his own mammoth tanks, they're never going to be as good as the Steel Talons mammoth tanks, because Steel Talons have both the adaptive armor upgrade as well as the railgun accelerator, which means he just wins a stand-up fight automatically. There's almost no way you can lose it, even if you're a little bit behind as the Steel Talons player. You've got so many more advantages. Slingshots, we have 4 of them over here. Yeah, he doesn't need to build any more than that. I mean, they got tungsten shell. He's actually going for firehawks as well. So space command uplink is down. Maybe you want to cluster a bit closer just so it's within these defenses. Otherwise, you got to build more defenses back here. But maybe he's trying to hide them. He's going to try to wall this off here. That power plant, a little bit vulnerable. Not enough Wolverines here to handle this at the moment. Meanwhile, he's trying to rally more Wolverines. They're going to get cut off, and he's not actually going to have enough to hold this. And yeah, he cuts off the remainder of the Wolverines. DVMIR, unfortunately, not able to coordinate very well there, and he will be losing a majority of the space. And he's selling off these structures. He will get rifleman squads from the sell-off there, but he's got to be running a little bit low on power now. May have to put some more power plants down. We can see over here, mammoth tanks kind of not doing anything, but just kind of chilling down here. I guess they're going to have to wait for their opportunity to move out. They could move out with the tungsten slingshots, but again, trying to engage this infantry when he doesn't have that much AP ammo. DVMIR, yeah, as soon as he notices, he can just try to overrun these. And we have the tungsten shell slings coming in. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea from DVMIR. What's he doing? Oh my god, he's losing his hammerheads there. He is losing his hammerheads. No slingshots down just yet, and he is going to tear. You can see that they just absolutely ripped them from the sky. Battle marker down here as well. Not sure what that was. I know there are firehawks somewhere. Those slingshots, they took a couple. That one they took a few rocket shots, but the rest of them are pretty much dead. Quad rail Marb to make up for the lack of not having any mammoth tanks here. I think he's just going to go infantry with a quad rail Marb. Juggernauts coming out now, but again, they have to face the behemoths. So if you do get into the late game situation versus Steel Talons will actually just be better. I mean, their late game units are better. They have access to firehawks with full upgrades. They have access to hammerheads if they need them. They have access to Wolverines. He's going to bomb this area. Gets the space command. That's important. Doesn't get the refinery, but the space command, even in a GDI mirror, is super important. It's super important structure, and we know DVMIR does have access to his, and he's producing hammerheads. He's going to have an army here, which is going to be really hard to get rid of. DVMIR is moving across with what I can only describe as a poultry. I don't agree with that. Oh man, throwing those slingshots away, unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. He could have at least waited for DVMIR to engage the base defenses before doing that. And now the hammerheads are like, alright, cool, we can just actually go up here and just kill stuff, because he threw away his hammerheads. Oh, DVMIR, what was that? He's got firehawks though, and those firehawks I'm pretty sure have missile loadout. He's just trying to find a way in because there are rocket squads there, just eking around the side. That Wolverine, yeah, he turns around quick, smart. That quad rail Marv will do a lot of damage. I think we'll have to wait and see. Oh, look at these. We have firehawks out from Dune Puma. Stratofighters. Where did he stratified it to? He stratified it over here. They get 2 of them, 3 get shot. 4, oh, almost all 4 get shot down. DVMIR getting the jump on the deck. Meanwhile, there's going to be a major engagement over here between these guys. We have hammerheads from DVMIR. We can see the artillery firing from the back. A shockwave comes off. The Marv is disabled, and an enemy shockwave comes in as well. But the mammoth tanks are completely safe. The behemoth, not so much. Meanwhile, we have another beacon over here. Hammerheads coming in from DVMIR. This is pretty intense now, and he's going to be slowly destroying those. The Marv is back up and running, and it only lost about half of its health, but it's getting into critical damage mode. I bet he wishes he had those slingshots there. Not to worry, because he does have the supersonic airstrike. We can see a zone trooper pod coming down as well over here. He destroys the pod. He destroys the pod. That's critical for DVMIR. I don't think he's going to get away with this Marv here. The mammoth tanks are firing at it. He's losing a lot of health here, and he's going to lose. And the firehawks come across as well. They will clear the skies of those hammerheads. Big firework display here from both sides. Firehawk from DVMIR goes down. Unfortunately, unable to contest. Yeah, he doesn't have any left, and he tried to rebuild them, but he had to use them straight away. Is he going to just crush those husks? That's the question now. I don't think it's necessary to crush those husks. Yeah, he's going to avoid that, maybe get a sling or two out here as well. He's calling in bloodhounds. They don't really have a lot of hardcore anti, 2 pit bulls only, and yeah, these firehawks are coming back. They may just be here to bomb the husks, and they will do so, and they'll destroy none of them. There you go. So apparently firehawks are not very good versus husks, and the MCB is actually here. This mammoth tank just walks forward, and he's going to crush the second one as well. Oh my god, DVMIR couldn't have done a worse job of that. There's been a few errors here from DVMIR. Tungsten AA battery in a really awkward position for DVMIR to deal with. It's right in the middle of the map. Harvester over here, not sure what he's doing, just looking for some Tiberian, but DVMIR will find Tiberian on his second and his main, although he's already got harvesters there. DVMIR quad railing up the Marv. He's still missing just one hard point there. I'm assuming he's going to have another zone trooper. So very expensive Marv. That is very, very expensive Marv. Meanwhile, keeping his fields dry, he could gather the crystal left over from the crushed harvesters, because they will not automatically do that to prevent bugging, and will destroy the space command uplink with its own firehawks. Still trying to repair the airfield, not producing anything from it though. You would have thought maybe he would get some firehawks up, because while the slingshots are great at defending, slingshots are more of an area denial, where firehawks are just not going to go there. They're going to go to where they're not. The slingshots are much better at protecting an army than they are at hunting down firehawks. It's relatively unlikely that DVMIR is going to send his firehawks over to where these guys are. That harvester still just scouting around. We'll spot DVMIR moving out to the west there, to this field, hoping to move across there. 5 slingshots are now out. He wouldn't have had to build those if he didn't throw the first ones away. Have a pretty sizable force of units over here as well from DVMIR. He kind of needs to make a move, since he did win the major engagement in the middle of the map, and he hasn't done anything with that major engagement win. He's just kind of sat back and tried to recoup and regenerate his force. He's going to find his tech center is under attack here. These slingshots, I'm not sure if he wants to go and throw them in again. He's got a harvester around there. That tower should be able to clean up the remnants of this force here. DVMIR, of course, still holds these firehawks, a couple of hammerheads, so he's going to be able to start causing a lot of problems for DVMIR, just bombing and things like that. And this is a situation, the attrition is going to get to DVMIR at the moment, because DVMIR is just coming in and he will be dropping bombs. Doesn't quite get it. The slingshots are here to respond, and they will be able to save it. DVMIR will be moving away, but I think he's going to lose 1, maybe 2. Yeah, does lose 2, almost a third. Oh my god. Yeah, he loses all 3 of them. There you go. Slingshots there with their tungsten shell, way too powerful. Will hold the tech center, but I mean, that tech center is just going to get bombed as soon as those guys reload their weapons. They will fly back to this airfield, even though DVMIR has one over here. Might have just been for forward repairs on the hammerheads. But now we're going to see another engagement. I'm not sure if anyone's got their space command here at the moment, so we're going to have to wait and see, although I believe their shockwaves may not quite have cooled down anyway. So this time DVMIR is the aggressor. He's going to be moving in that, that mammoth tank leading the charge. Few Wolverines here. They will be able to shred those guys. They should be able to get that last hammerhead. The hammerhead is down, and he might want to pull these guys out of there. He's going to move them to the right there. Huge shockwave on these behemoth, and the Marv is moving in. Oh man, this is terrible for DVMIR. The Marv is in a fantastic position, just popping these units one after the other, and the Juggernauts from the right flank are also firing into it. This is disastrous, although DVMIR has managed to drop all but one of them, even destroying some of the husks, but unfortunately his army just got toasted right there. He did lose one of the slingshots here. There's actually, and yeah, DVMIR just surrendered. Trying to camp those firehawks on the deck, obviously, so they can't take off, which is a good idea. He could have easily run over the rocket squad, but DVMIR, at such a critical loss, just decided to tap out of that game, and I can't blame him. So unfortunately, I think DVMIR had the opportunity multiple times to really take the edge in that game, but not able to do so. 188,000 to DVMIR, 170,000 to DVMIR. So DVMIR got about $18,000 more in an almost 20-minute game. That's a nice edge. Most of that came at the end of the game, of course. DVMIR had the army. He had the army, man, but he just, unfortunately not able to maneuver appropriately to win that engagement there. So well done to DVMIR, and look, whoa, geez, it's a bit up and down. DVMIR just kept keeping DVMIR on the defensive, and never really faced any serious threat in that game. So nice game, big fireworks, and a lot of fights there. So hope you'll enjoy this replay. My name's Green Zero, and I'll catch you all in the next video.